Hello everyone, and today we're doing something a little bit different. Now, you might have seen a video by the War Room Collector. Me and him have done a bit of a trade, so I'll leave a card in the top right corner to his video. But basically, he has sent me a great big box full of military surplus goodness. So I think we should open up with the lesser opener. Perhaps maybe not. Fine, we'll just open up with a clasp knife. Seeing how it's military, we might as well keep it, if I can even get into this box. Now the one thing I've got to say is that if you've seen my packing job, and then this, I'm going to have to use a Marlin Spike. How much? Anyways, as I was saying, if you've seen my packing job in this video, you've seen mine was, I had to homemade that box. And here's a fun fact. Perhaps we're not pointing with a Marlin Spike. Fun fact: I made that box with a number 4 spike bayonet, which I should have probably included that in the note. This is not working out for me. We could give the 1907 a try. That's where we just get through all the layers of tape. I don't think. Ooh, blind. Oh, crikey. Come on. How do. Got in. There we are. Right, thank you, 1907. Put you away. Now, let's continue. So, if you've seen in his video, I'd sent him if I can get in, a US pistol belt. Might need a sharp clasp knife. A US pistol belt and trying to think, what else did I send? What else did I send? US pistol belt, World War I Colt M1911 magazine pouch, LPS gas mask, and what else did I send? What else did I actually send? I forgot, it's been a while. I sent the magazines, sent an original stamp from the Channel Islanders Sark, of course the LPS, but you can see that in his video. And the one thing he did actually mention in his video was the fact, yes, he's used a lot of sellotape on this, so, and he said that he needs some of that brown parcel tape, to which is the stuff that I used. I might actually have to go get the scissors, because honestly when a clasp knife is working, and I don't really want to use my other clasp knife that's from World War I. Let's try another implement. Now this is just a garden. This is just a gate. Just kidding. We're using a post-war Mark II bayonet. I'm pretty sure. Why did I just use this from the start? Who knew that a post-war number 4 bayonet was so good for getting through multiple layers of tape? I think I might actually have to use this if I get sent any more stuff with this. Also, this is the exact bayonet that I used to make that box. I'm not even in. Oh dear, dear oh dear. We're finally in this great big box of military surplus goodness. Now I don't know whether I should probably mention this. The weights in the weight of my box was about it was 2 kilogram. Just so a little, I think it was like 2.3. This, what does it say on the label? Well, it says on the label, this is 10 kilogram. This is about 6, which it had to come under a different thing. Either way. So, open the box. I can immediately tell this is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun recycling job, let me tell you that. Because obviously packing peanuts are good, but it's not as good for on the recycling point of view. So I'm pretty sure you can't recycle these. In case you're not aware, we some households in the UK now have 3 bins, or 4 bins now. You have a little small one, the green, the black, and the purple. Depending on where you're from, you may have different bins. Okay, I can easily tell one thing, that's for sure. We have something you can't see. We have something with a 1/4 inch brass strap. So most likely a small pack. Then again, it's been a while since I actually remember what the hell was actually in here. So I found there is so many packing peanuts. I managed to bleep that one out. I can self-bleep stuff. Okay, there is packing peanuts, but there is also a lot of stuff. And I want the packing peanuts to go over. Okay, so we do have, oh my god. We have Jesus Christ. Okay, we have a 37 passen small pack. Here we have a 1937 passen small pack. With all brass fittings, which that is good. I am going to shine this up later with brass, well, actual polish. It looks like on the back there was a number of someone, but either way, yeah, it's all brass, so that's good. This has been blancoed in pea green. I can tell one thing, it's that SOF pea green. I know that because obviously SOF pea green, it comes in a bottle and it stays on this for a while. I know because I blancoed that webbing set over there, you can't see it. I blancoed that and I had to get a nail brush and stain remover and literally scrub it. Anyways, it's actually, I'm gonna shut up. We do have the bottom buckles, so that gives me hope. Because I've been looking for one of these with the dividers. Okay, we do have, he hasn't blancoed the underside, which that is good. Because there's a whole bunch of, oh, okay, everything's just falling out. So we have, okay, there's a lot of stuff in here. There is a note. I gotta find that first. It appears we have a date and manufacture. Don't know how it's going to pick up, but it's Miko 1940, so Mills Equipment Company, and there's packing peanuts everywhere. You gotta be joking me. Why? Why packing peanuts? I should probably move my clasp knife up there. It's not even mine. Well, it is mine now, but it was my granddad's dad's. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in here. There is a bag. I'm not going to touch any of this first of all. I just want to find this note. Okay, so grey bag has been found. There is some loose bits in here that I can hear. It sounds like brass, but we'll take a look in here first of all. Okay, there is a note, so yippee, that's good. So there is a note, that's good. And the I'm not sure whether this is actually here to be on camera. I'm gonna read this out on camera. Dear my good friend Helmet Productions, I hope that this trade sees you well and that you ensure your great care in preserving these items just like any other collector would do. However, I request that you take extra special care of the Royal Merchant Navy books, as they belong to my neighbour who's an ex-army veteran. These books are believed to have originally belonged to his father, who served in the Royal Navy during the Second World War. The books were later by my neighbour gifted to me, however I am not sure sorry, not much of a book reader, and therefore I've decided to give them to you, as I know you appreciate them more. That's true, because I probably mentioned in a video before, but this clasp knife belongs to my granddad's dad, so, and that's been gifted to me. So I've also decided to take the opportunity to write you a list of all the items accounted for below. I hope that you will cherish these items, and that they can be further used to you. A little bit of history in itself in the typewriter that I've used to type this message, being post-war German typewriter Erika No. 9, manufactured by Mechanik Schreibmaschinenwerke Dresden. Please take care. The War Room collects it, and hopefully I haven't butchered the manufacturer and typewriter. But either way, I'll put a little bit of text on the screen. So basically, there's just a whole list of content here. So which obviously one of them is this 1940 small pack by the Mills Equipment Company. I have been looking for another small pack for a while. Never found one at a good price. Okay, so from what I'm looking here, there is a lot of webbing items. Obviously, as you may be aware, in there, that is my webbing wardrobe with my uniforms, and it goes from really 1908 to 1937. I need to get some 1944 pattern stuff, but basically there's books, NBC powder, belts, L straps, water bottle carriers, obviously a wartime small pack, the DKP kit, there's a mystery package, modern insignia, graph straps, and a bayonet throw. Sweet. So let's take a look at it. So I'm going to leave this until last as a mystery. So obviously we have the small pack itself with some bubble wrap stuff. So see, there's bubble wrap. Let's open up this bad boy first. And thank Christ there's not that much tape on this. Otherwise the number 4 Mark II bayonet would come out again. I wouldn't like to use that, that's for sure. I can even get into this thing. Jesus. I know my packing job's pretty good, but still. So we have okay, this is interesting. This is the DKP kit. This is the powder one, with this style of stopper. Couldn't think of a word for a minute. I'm pretty sure this one should be the same. Should be, keyword, should. I might actually have to grab that clasp knife. Before someone's going to say, hey, you're using that odd. I've got to say this now. It's a dull blade, and yet somehow it's good for anything. I might have to rip the bubble wrap, even though yes, I want to reuse it, because I always reuse it for other things, especially if I'm selling stuff. Once again, because I always do I buy stuff and then I resell it. It's one of the two. And we have another one. Ooh, crikey. So this one's already got some powder leaking out. That is screwed on all the way, but that is 2 DKP kits. Different style bottles as well. And I had to look it up, and these, I believe these are from the Gulf War period, but I've probably got a feeling that Military Collectibles will probably, you know, correct me on that. So that's item number 1, DKP kits. So like I said, we have a lot of webbing. We have another DKP kit, Mark II. When was this one made? March 12. So I don't know whether that's the 12th of March or 2012, but I highly doubt that I actually use this. I have a similar one with my S6, except the packaging is not as big as this. So basically, these say block, bang, rub, and this is just full as earth. So hey, it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. Thanks. We have web equipment. We have a skeleton water carrier, pea green Blanco, with the post-war blackened fittings. Press stud still works. That's good. That is good. Yeah, it's post-war because you can tell there's the catalogue number, CNA and stuff like that. Manufacturers actually on this side. CCL 1954. So I do have one of these already, but the black and brass is starting to fade off. But hey, it's always nice to have more of these. Thanks once again. What do we have here? Oh, hello. I've just grabbed multiple. I wanted to grab the L strap, but so we have an L strap. This one has got you know, someone has written all over the back. Buckle looks okay. Again in that pea green, and it's the correct reduction weave that Meiko and MWNS used. Normally if it's Meiko, they might stamp the brass, which I highly doubt that they would on stuff like this. It even comes with the 2-inch buckle. That's always great. Always looking for more L straps. Probably could put them on this. And we have a brace that has unfortunately had some fraying in the past. I can tell one thing, that's for sure, is the length, because well, the length of these is, we call this normal because obviously the actual length of the loop, even though yes, the face has been blancoed, this face, so you can, the way I can only tell that is a normal is by the length of the loop. I reckon these will definitely get a good home, that's for sure. Pretty sure there is another one in here. I think is it this one? Yes, it is this one. Again, blancoed both sides, but why? Why would you do that? See if these are actually the same length or not. It's the length of the 2-inch section. So the length of the 2-inch is obviously different. But hey, reduction woven cross straps. Can never have enough of those. I've already got loads as it is, trying to sell a lot. We have another L strap. This one is clearly missing Blanco, that's for sure. There is a little bit of green paint on the buckle. Looks like green paint also on the 1-inch brass tip, and green paint on the back side of the 2-inch buckle. There's some markings here. Then we actually have to move the 2-inch buckle to see it. Yeah, so someone has marked this, but clearly I could tell that it was the original date. There is a 2 and a broad arrow, so it is 42. So hey, another L strap. It's always pretty good. I do have a spare pair of these, but these would probably go on this, on the small pack anyways. We have a bayonet frog for the 1907. The weapon material itself feels different, because if we compare it to this one, this could be a repro, or it's a or it's just been very heavily blancoed. So There's that. It probably will fit the 1907. Yeah, probably will, and the loops on this are the same length as that one. But hey, another bayonet frog. That's all. These are always handy to have. Bayonet frogs, for whatever reason, getting very hard to come by. Well, not hard to come by, very expensive. And we have a belt. This does appear to be a. In the note, he did say that this is a RAF belt, but I don't think the RAF used white Blanco. Especially the fact is that the Blanco is actually on both sides. So there's a very good possibility that this is an MP belt. There was a stamp at some point. It's an extra large. It looks like 1938. It's very hard for me to tell, but it's in there. Or some other markings as well. Either way, military place or RAF belt, very good. I've got a lot of those, but hey, kind of enough. There is another belt in here, and it appears, I have in fact noticed that there is the dividers in the small pack. That is great. We have another belt that has been, seems like there was a manufacturer's stamp right in the middle where the buckles were. Right there would be a manufacturer's stamp. Either way, brass is all here. Can in fact hook up. That buckle though, that buckle looks a little bit rounded to me. Like what you'd see on the Indian made stuff, on like the Indian made web equipment. Interesting. I'll probably have to look into that a bit more. But either way, another belt. These are always handy to have, belts, especially again like expensive now. They're getting like 20 quid belts. But either way, thanks once again. We have some books, but there is a patch. We have a, to which one I believe is a modern RAF, but then again it's got the lion on top of the crown. I think it's Queen's crown, and it's got the backing of it's definitely like a felt material. It's got metal fittings, all brass. Well, it's got brass fittings to give it a little bit of make it shine, let's say. Wait, I'll find a spot for that. I do have a cabinet full of bits and pieces. And we have a lot of books. Now, I do appreciate books. Always do read them. Source book of military tracked vehicles. It's pretty nice. I have a flick through a couple of the pages. I'm pretty sure that some of these, oh, it goes over like the, like tracked vehicles. Ah, so basically this is just like all tanks and stuff. Tanks are always interesting. Especially I like the picture of the captured British tanks by the Germans. I don't know why. It's always interesting. It's always interesting that the Germans are going to make enough A7Vs, and they ultimately had to capture ours. So there's a whole bunch of different tanks, tank models, to which this is definitely interesting. Never heard of that one. Apparently this one took part in the invasion of the Netherlands, but that looks like a that one there at the top. That one looks like a something you see in the canal. That's really interesting. I'll have to I'll definitely have a good flick through all these books. Definitely have a read up on them. We have this big chunky book at the back here. What ship is that? Once again, have a flick. So it appears got to be very careful because the spine of this one is definitely moving. Now you can definitely tell it's going to be hard to move it because I don't really want to damage it, because I feel like the spine on this one is, I don't know whether it's in good condition or not. What ship is that? IC Cunard Lines. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of different, like you can definitely see all the different types of ships that were used in the war. Obviously, one of them being the Queen Mary. She's now in Long Beach, California. Yeah, there's a lot of books in the dividers. I'll probably have to show the dividers if I can even get these books out on it. Fine, we'll have to get both out. Okay, there is something in this one. Hello. His Majesty's Merchant Navy. Is that there? So obviously these do have names and stuff in, to which if a name does show, I'll try and censor it. You know, I'll definitely have to do a close-up. Oh, hello. There is definitely something here. Typical South American cargo ship with refrigerated holds. That's kind of interesting, you know. That's pretty interesting. I don't want to damage these, because like I said, that these have come from Southern Railways, Dover, Dunkirk ferries. That's the ferry that would done Dover to Dunkirk. That's really interesting. Well, but like I said, I'm gonna have to take a look through all of these. Thanks for that. See what this one is. Royal Navy. Also, I'd like to make something clear that these are all by the same author, Talbot Booth. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Again, it's all front of these, so it appears that they all have when the Royal Navy was already, oh yeah, the Royal Navy's engagements. First one is 884, the Stour. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. So no, this is just, I think this is like the yeah, Royal Navy engagements. Obviously there's going to be the there's Gibraltar, East Indies, the different types of flags. I've never seen example D, which that being the St. George's Cross with the dots in the top left corner. Copenhagen, that was obviously Napoleonic. Falklands, stuff like that with Falklands. Oh yeah, Narvik, 1940. Very interesting. Oh yeah, the sinking of the Bismarck. So these are definitely wartime, because you can tell by the colour of the pages it's gone like tan. I don't know why I had to go Scottish for that, but they've gone like tan, almost like you're staining them with tea. But either way, once again, I'll have to have a good look through all of these. And then, okay, these ones are going to be a bit of a pain because it's the dividers. Okay, we've got one, and let me get the other one out as well. Ships, I believe that's Ships and the Sea. Ships and the Sea. It's kind of interesting. It shows the whole entirety of the British Empire. That is really unique. That is really unique. This was made in London. There was different editions. First edition, and it went to the 7th edition, which was November 1942. Obviously, the contents is there's quite a bit. No, there's quite a lot of stuff in this this book. I know my granddad. He's very passionate about the Royal Navy because his dad was in the Navy. He was torpedoed many a times, survived the war. All the world's fighting fleets. That's interesting. So it's going to talk about, oh crikey, yeah, this one I'm going to be very delicate. This one once again has a map of the British Empire, but there's no need to show that because it's the exact same. British battleships of the past. There's a lot of interesting little things. And I know that the instructions on the note is to keep these, to preserve these. Obviously, these books will be going, I need to try and make a Royal Navy section in my cabinet. So if I can, these will definitely be going in there. It's kind of like a, almost like a, how it would look on a ship, you know, with the shelves for the books. That's definitely interesting. So thank you. And once again, we have a small pack, and I can actually show it. We have the dividers. Very good. I will admit, he's done a very good packing job of everything. So that's always very good. And now we've got the mystery bag, or the bag that's the end. So we have a, oh, hello. We have one part of a buckle. There should be another part in here, right? Yeah, there is. So we have another part of a buckle. We have, oh, it's one of these like twist ones. I do have one. See if I can get a good, this is what the buckle looks like. Gibraltar. So this would probably have either a canvas or a, trying to think now, canvas or a leather belt. That's interesting. There's a lot of heavy bits in here. Jeez. We do have, okay, now this is interesting. This is an 03, a 1903 Passon buckle. I know it's a 1903 because I own an original 1903 Passon belt, and it has the exact same buckle as that. I'll probably put in a picture with this buckle and the other one. So that's always very nice. Thanks. So if I ever get a an 03 belt without the buckle, I can always you know, chuck it on. Pretty cool. And it appears that we got some buttons. Yeah, so the first one, I think this is a DLI, Durham Light Infantry. It's rather unique. I think there's another DLI. Yeah, there's a smaller DLI. I have to find some cardboard to stick these all on. There's another DLI, but almost like a brass colour. What else do we have in here? We have, yeah, this one's rather interesting. I actually don't know. I have to look into that one. What's this one? Okay, so we do have a couple of the, this is Bakelite, GPO. So GPO button, Bakelite, King's Crown, or Queen's Crown actually. We do have a couple general service buttons, Second World War and National Service. These, I think those could be for the greatcoat. Another DLI. I believe they're DLI. This one's had the shank folded. This one's a button that I unfortunately don't know. I have to, like I said, I'll have to look into a whole bunch of these just to find out what they are. That one's interesting. Like I said, I'll have to I'll look into all of these, into all the buttons. We have a lion on the crown, King or Queen's crown. Interesting. Another, don't know if, is that the same as all of these? No, that's, I've probably been, this is probably not even a DLI, because I was thinking of, because obviously I believe that's the DLI, Military Collectibles. If you're out there, let me know. These are different. I was only thinking of DLI because of the bottom there. What else do we have? We have more buttons. More buttons. This one's interesting. I'm pretty sure on the bottom that says Lancashire or Lancaster. One of the two. Either way, more buttons. Like buttons. Another one of those buttons. Okay, and I'm immediately noticing, so we have JL. Oh, this is, I believe, collar insignia for the surface dress. Either way, interesting. And what do we have here? We have another one of those buttons, I believe DLI. I believe, don't quote me on that. Let's just see. We have another one of these unique buttons right here. It says only unique. And pretty sure what makes up the weight is all of this. There is, right here, right now. Oh, crikey. Is that there is a whole bunch of, it's a lot of 9mm. I believe they're 9mm. That one's clearly hit something. There's a lot. Either way, I'll do an overview of all the stuff that I got. And here is all the items laid out. The Royal Navy books are downstairs, currently being read by my granddad. With a 1937 Passman belt, 2 L straps, braces, left, right, or male, female, small pack. That is Miko 1940. Great to have more Miko. DKP kit for the Zerf. Insignia. A load of 9mm bullets. A buckle. 1903 Passman buckle. Bayonet frog. Military police or RAF belt. A lot of buttons. Collar insignia. Water bottle carrier. More DKP kit, and the book about tracked vehicles. So I'd say that is all very nice stuff, and it's all gonna get a nice home. Thank you once again, War Room Collector.